Hey y'all, it's Sierra, aka Capricorn Moon Goddess, back with another video. This video is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node, okay? This video is about your spiritual gifts, okay? So we're going to be getting some insight into what some of your spiritual gifts are, or where you are as far as being on your spiritual journey. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If this video doesn't resonate with you, you can also try to look at the videos for your other signs. So let's say you're a Pisces sun, you can try to look at the signs for your moon, your rising, and your north node as well, okay? This is a collective reading, so some things may resonate, some things may not resonate, okay? The more you watch my videos and engage with my content, the more I'll be able to pick up on your energy, okay? So, if you want messages that are a little bit more specific, you got to keep on tuning in, okay? I already have some oracle cards pulled, but I'm going to go ahead and get some tarot cards. So please give me a message for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node when it comes to their spiritual gifts. Okay, we have the Emperor card. Some of y'all could have Aries somewhere in your birth chart. We have the Magician card. Okay, let's get a few more. Please give me a few more cards for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. With this Emperor card, that is letting me know that you all are meant to be in a leadership role, okay? But I'm feeling like you're not necessarily there yet. So some of you could have recently started your spiritual journey. But once you hone your skills a little bit more, you will be a leader in the spiritual community. With the Magician card, you are strong with manifestation, okay? So that is one of your gifts, alchemy and manifestation. And if you are into doing spell work, you would be good with that as well, especially because you're good with visualization, okay? As Pisces, you all are able to visualize things very well. You have very strong spatial intelligence, and visualization is one of the best ways, quickest ways, strongest ways to manifest, besides writing things down and actually speaking things out loud, okay? So you're going to be very strong with manifestation. We also have the Six of Swords card. Okay, you're going to be using your intuition and your compassion for others. You're going to be using this to help people move towards calmer waters or move to a more positive area within their lives, okay? We have the Six of Pentacles. The six, I believe, represents family, the number 6. So you all may be working with family members. Maybe you will be working with people's ancestors, okay? So possibly even some mediumship abilities where you're working with people's passed on loved ones. But you will be able to receive money for your spiritual gifts. So you will be able to use your spiritual gifts to make money. You can turn it into a career if you would like to. You see, they are exchanging or this person is giving this other person some money. The Six of Pentacles card can represent charity. So you may be receiving donations from people, but also it can represent strings attached or conditions. So people will pay you. That can be one of your conditions for providing your psychic information or using your psychic abilities, okay? What else for the Pisces? And then we can get into the tarot. Two of Wands. So you definitely will be able to predict the future. You have the gift of foresight, okay? And with the Magician looking into the water here, you may even find that water scrying is something that will be like a strong gift of yours. So scrying in a lake or something like that, you may be able to receive messages that way. Okay, water is very intuitive in and of itself. It is a conductor. It carries information. So you all may find that water scrying is a good way for you to use your spiritual gifts. And let's get one more card to make it even. We have the Sun card, so y'all could have Leo somewhere in your birth chart, okay? So yeah, you are somebody that is able to clearly see things, and you're able to clearly shine a light on things. So you may be exposing certain things. You may be like an investigator or a spiritual investigator or something like that. But definitely having the gift of foresight and water scrying and manifestation is something that is strong for you all, okay? So let's look at our oracle cards. So we have overcoming obstacles, which is what I said with the Six of Pentacles, or sorry, the Six of Swords. You're going to be using your gifts to help people overcome obstacles. However, I feel like you all still have some obstacles to overcome yourselves. For some reason, I'm getting like you are just now getting into your spiritual journey, or maybe you've been on a spiritual journey for a while, but maybe you weren't as interested in your own gifts. Maybe you were just somebody who liked to get readings or something like that, but now you may be interested in doing your own readings and tapping into your own gifts. We have your sleep paralysis is being caused by an entity. So sometimes when you have sleep paralysis, it is it's negative energy. And sometimes it is because you are astral traveling. So it's not negative energy. It's just you're astral traveling. And let me see what these notifications are. You're astral traveling and your mind basically wakes up before your soul or spirit gets back into your body. But that is not the case here. It looks like some of you may be experiencing sleep paralysis because of a negative entity. So you all may want to do a cleanse before you go to bed. Make sure you're praying before you go to bed, things of that nature. We have healing through writing. Keep a dream journal. We were just talking about dreams. So you may want to keep a dream journal, and you may even be able to interpret dreams one day. That could be one of your spiritual gifts. We have manifest through writing, important messages being revealed to you in your dreams. So you definitely are the type of person that has prophetic dreams, and that could be why you may have negative entities surrounding you. Maybe they want to prevent you from receiving some information. We have positive changes. So once again, you can change this negative circumstance as far as sleep paralysis, if this part applies to you, by praying and protecting yourself. Some people like to put like a block of camphor in a glass of water and place it by their bed to absorb negative energy. You can try that. You can use lavender, mugwort, drink mugwort tea, but the best bet is to pray, okay? We also have be mindful of the content you consume. So if you're falling asleep with the TV on, that could be attracting negative entities. And so my mom is a Pisces, and she loves watching Investigation ID, you know, that channel where they talk about people that get kidnapped and unalived and all of that stuff, which is very, very interesting. Those kind of shows will suck you in. However, if you are constantly consuming that type of information, it could be staying or hiding within your subconscious mind, and it could be causing some issues or some unconscious fears, okay? But everybody is different. Like, some people have the stomach for that. Some people are able to sleep just fine after they watch those shows. I mean, there's people who are detectives and things of that nature, and they literally get to see the stuff firsthand. So whenever you are watching that kind of content, or if you work in a jail or a prison or a nightclub or something like that, there's certain things places where you may work, or if you consume certain content where you are going to have to do extra cleansing to make sure you don't have any negative entities attached to you, because they are attracted to those same things. Okay. What else was I going to say? I was going to say something and it slipped my mind that quick. Oh, conspiracy theory content. Okay, if you watch a lot of conspiracy theory content, I used to watch a lot of that. I had to cut that out because it was causing me to be a little paranoid and have, sometimes that kind of stuff can keep you in a state of fear, or if you're always watching the news all the time. So be careful about the content you're watching. Okay, especially if you are entering into spiritual work. Okay, because you're naturally going to attract different entities and things of that nature, so you're more susceptible to the more negative ones when you're consuming certain kind of content. Okay, even watching adult rated content, that can attract certain type of entities, so you still want to make sure you are doing the proper cleansing. Okay, you can still participate in some of that stuff, but you better be on your protection. Okay, you better be on your prayers. You better make sure you stay cleansed. You're spiritually cleansing your body, your home, your space, all of that. Okay. We have Cougar, assertive. In silence, you find power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. Okay, so once again, like I said, I feel like you all are just now starting to embrace your spiritual gifts or wanting to learn more about them. So you may be a little bit nervous about telling people about them or using them or tapping into them. Okay, so you are being called to be assertive and be courageous. Okay, we have humpback whale, singer. Sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. Okay, so you all may have a very nice singing voice, or you may be attracted to sound healing. Okay, our voices can be very healing. I have to try to project my voice a little bit when I'm doing these videos, so it's not the normal tone that I use. But when I used to work in corporate America, I didn't have to do that. So people would tell me all the time, your voice is very soothing. I love your voice. I love how calm you are. Your voice is making me feel calm. Okay. In a lot of my videos, you cannot tell because, like I said, I have to project my voice because I'm too lazy to go get my microphone and use it. So, yeah, you can definitely have a healing voice. It could be your speaking voice, or it can be your ability to sing. Am I bothering you, Jaden? Okay. My son is in my room, okay? So I'm just making sure he's good. That's why I'm talking a little bit low today. So we have mind focus, okay? Now, Pisces, sometimes y'all get a little bit distracted. Y'all have too much going on in your head, okay? Those great visualization skills that you can use to manifest, sometimes they can cloud your mind. Okay, so you all are needing to work on focusing your mind and practicing mindfulness. That's going to help you strengthen your spiritual gifts. It says concentration and focus of the mind are keys to sustaining a strong link with the spirit world. To create a strong link with the spirit world, it's important to build up your psychic connection so communication can move freely back and forth between the spirit world and you. A mind that is not focused cannot concentrate on the task at hand. I'm sorry, y'all, but that sounds like Pisces sometimes. Y'all don't be able to concentrate. Or you get distracted. You may start something or start a project, but maybe not execute it. Once your attention veers off somewhere else, the link with the spirit world can easily be broken and you'll have to reinitiate the connection all over again. There are many ways to train your mind to be more focused. Meditation is one way. Simply focus on the rhythm of your breath as you inhale and exhale. If your mind wanders, bring your awareness back to breath. Another way is to gaze at a single candle flame. This is candle scrying. Focus all your attention on the flame or fire scrying, my bad. Focus all the attention on the flame and thinking of nothing else. Focusing doesn't mean intense staring. It's more about placing your awareness on one single thing at a time, aka mindfulness. So basically it is focusing on one thing at a time, paying attention to what it is that you are focused on, okay? You know how sometimes when we're washing dishes or we're driving, our mind wanders, okay? And we may think about a mix of different things. But if you're mindful while you're washing the dishes, you're paying attention to the way the water feels. Is it hot? Is it cold? What are the suds looking like? You're paying like really focused and concentrated on washing dishes, even though it's something that if you do it every day, you don't have to focus that hard on it. So your mind may wander. So they're talking about mindfulness as far as focusing on a particular thing, okay? Whether it be your breath or a flame or whatever else. If you want to stare at the wall, okay? Look intensely at the wall. I don't know. It also says being in nature helps too. The partnership card for this is intuitive walking, which I refer to as walking meditation or active meditation. So if you have a hard time sitting still, you can try walking or active meditation where you're walking or where you are exercising. But if you want to practice mindfulness, a good way to do it is just to do walking, like go on a trail or go in nature and walk, and then just pay attention to everything you see, the type of birds you see, the type of plants, the smell. There's a trail that I go on and it always smells like cedar wood, and I had never smelled cedar wood in nature before, but I do have the essential oil. So when I got out there, I recognized the smell and I was like, oh, that's so cool, like it smells just like the oil. So I was able to recognize these are cedar trees, okay? So yeah, you can try doing walking in nature. We have the medium's toolbox, okay? You're going to have to figure out which tools, which psychic tools work best for you, okay? Sometimes it can be confusing because there's a lot of different things you can access and use. We can really make spirituality our own, so we have to do a lot of trial and error, and you may meet people along your spiritual journey that try to force you to do things their way. You do not have to do things the way that everyone else does, okay? The spiritual journey is a very personal one, okay? While we can connect with others, because, you know, we may not have family and friends who are into spirituality, I see a lot of people trying to force people to do things their way. And spirituality, like I said, it is very individual, okay? It is very personal, and you can personalize it to fit you, okay? It says as a medium, okay, so you could have mediumship abilities. As a medium, you have access to the most amazing set of tools, namely the medium's toolbox. Spirit accesses this resource by providing information, signs, symbols, and inspiration to enable you to be a more evidential medium. As the saying goes, spirit never wastes a thought. Your toolbox is continuously being loaded with the knowledge you acquired throughout your life, whether it's part of your education, life experiences, or poignant life lessons. The more you continue to add to your toolbox, which is unique to you. What did I just say? I just said it is an individual thing, okay? It's a personalized thing. This is confirming that because it says it's unique to you. The greater the references that spirit can use to help you validate and provide evidential messages in communication. For example, if you're a doctor or medical practitioner who's immersed your life in the study of medicine, it's more likely that your toolbox will be packed full of medical references. This allows the medium a unique opportunity to access medical evidence when working with a spirit, okay? So basically it's saying that your spirits are going to communicate with you in a way that makes sense to you, in a way that you understand, okay? So you may be reading one of your medical journals or whatever, if you're a doctor, reading a book, reading a study or something, and you may start to get spiritual messages or intuitive messages while you are studying or something like that, whereas somebody else may get intuitive messages from music. A lot of us get intuitive messages from several different things, okay? We have evidence of spirit. So again, this is about making sure you vet the spirits that you're working with, the intuitive information that you're getting, making sure that's your higher self or your higher power that's giving you that information, and not any trickster spirits or anybody projecting onto you, okay? So like I said, as far as the evidence of spirit, your guides, your higher power is going to communicate with you in a way that makes sense to you, okay? So if something just does not sound right or seem right, that doesn't mean that you still have to take the information, okay? Sometimes your guides may even test you and give you some information that don't seem right, just to see if you're gonna question it, okay? So it says the process of validation is an essential part of authenticating the identity of a spirit when creating the link. Which means when you're connecting with it, helping to confirm the continuity of life. Unless a medium can validate the connection with evidence, it's unlikely to be considered authentic. So if you are a medium and a spirit comes to you, they should be able to provide you with information. Like, let's say a spirit comes to you and you're talking to your friend or something, and a spirit comes to you and is telling you, hey, I'm that person's past, their aunt that passed away. That person, that spirit should be able to answer questions or give you information to give to your friend that they can say, oh yeah, that does sound like my aunt. So that's one way to validate spirits. So it seems like, because we keep getting medium stuff here, you all do have mediumship abilities. We have commune, okay? You may work well in groups, okay? Maybe even covens or whatever. We have awake. Like I said, I feel like some of you are fairly new to working with your gifts. You may not be new to spirituality, but you may be new to working with your gifts. So still trying to find your place. Sound, okay, this is validating what I already said about sound healing. You see how I will say things and then eventually I will get a card that confirms that or reiterates that or something like that, or it will clarify another card that already came out. That is how you get evidence of spirit, okay? That is how you get confirmation that you're on the right track. We have pendulum decision. Some of you may work well with pendulums, especially because they are straight to the point. It's usually yes, no, maybe, unlikely, those kind of questions, or one answer questions or whatever. So it may be easier for you all to use pendulums than maybe using cards or something like that, because sometimes y'all can get overwhelmed with too much information at one time, okay? So you may want to start off using a pendulum. We also have tea leaves foresight. This is confirming that Two of Wands card, you all have foresight and prophetic dreams, or you get prophetic messages, or you have prophetic visions, okay? Some of you may even be interested in using the tea leaf method, reading tea leaves in order to get prophetic messages. We also have palmistry. So some of you may be interested in reading palms. I'm just looking at this card because I didn't know that different fingers represent certain planets. Okay, that's interesting. We have Earth, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. So you all tend to drift off or daydream a lot. So you will, and your water sign, so you all may have to work on grounding yourself more often, okay? So walking is definitely a good way to do that. We have whale and orca elder, share your song frequency of sound and diving deep. So once again, we have singing, we have sound, so sound healing with instruments or with using your voice. And then we have whale twice. We got whale twice. So y'all may want to look up the whale as a spirit animal, okay? We have comet, unexpected. Once again, this is talking about foresight, being able to foretell significant events, okay? We also have uncertainty on here. So like I said, some of y'all may still be a little bit uncertain or uncomfortable with your gifts. We have earth, lessons, reorientation, schooling, human condition, duality, physical body. So a lot of y'all, like I said earlier, with this Earth card, y'all tend to daydream, and sometimes you're not grounded, and that's what causes confusion. So you get so much, because Pisces is a water sign, so water signs are naturally intuitive, okay? So you all naturally are being inundated with intuitive information without even trying. It just happens. So that can make you confused. That can clutter your mind. That can make it hard, or make you feel too overwhelmed to execute a project that you have started. So you all are going to have to work on grounding more often, okay? We have the healer. Some of you all may be healers, and I'm talking about like healing with your hands, or sound healing, or meridians, EFT, you know, the different healing modalities. We have back to the basics, simplify, reduce, center. And this is kind of what I was saying when the pendulum card came out. You all need stuff that's straight to the point. You ain't got time. The cards may be a little bit too much symbolism, and you might get lost and distracted in all the symbolism on the cards, but maybe a pendulum will work better for you. Or maybe you need cards that are kind of like this, that are pretty simple, okay? It ain't too much to it. You're needing to feel less overwhelmed when it comes to spirituality, your spiritual gifts and things of that nature. So focusing on the basics is going to be best for you all. We have begin, writing now, create, express, inspire. So you all may be writers, okay? You all may be authors. You all may be good with poetry, things of that nature. You may be good public speakers as well. We have teach, share, instill, instruct, educate. So you all may be natural abilities to teach other people, okay? People may come to you for the answers to their questions all the time. So it's best for you to learn the basics and then build upon that, because you are going to be in a leadership role where you're going to be teaching other people, and you're going to have to teach them to be able to do the same. We have upskill, which is about work, career, and crossroads. So this is about honing your skills. Like I said at the beginning, I feel like you all are very naturally talented, but you may have to learn a little bit more about the professional side of spirituality, the ethics, charging people for using your energy. You may or may not feel comfortable for that, so you may have to get comfortable with that. You may have to build some confidence in yourself, but you all are very, very talented and very, very intuitive, and you kind of just naturally are that way because you are Pisces, which is known as one of the most psychic signs. Some people also say Virgo, Cancer, and Scorpio. So yeah, that's what I have for Pisces. So thank you for taking the time to watch. Please like, share, and subscribe. If this resonated with you, please feel free to let us know in the comment section. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Toodles.